Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. It is a PS4 exclusive. It came out back in October of 2018. I did not know this game was coming out until maybe like 2 weeks before it had came out. Look, quick little fun story. Like, I was just on YouTube and a trailer hit my sub box and I was like, oh, what's this? I have heard of Fist of the North Star, but I've never actually watched this anime because it's before my time. It's an anime from like the 80s and shit. And it's like, oh, well, you watch Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball from the 80s. Yeah, okay, shut the fuck up. How about that? I just never seen the show. Damn. But the trailer hit my sub box for Lost Paradise. I was bored. I was like, whatever. I was looking for articles to type on gamingilluminaughty.com. Make sure to download that GI app, available on iOS and Android. Just make sure to spell Illuminati with the word naughty and nice. And I watched the trailer and I was like, okay, this look kind of cool. This motherfucker, big buff motherfucker throwing hands and shit. It's like toxic masculinity, the video game. Like, this looked like my type of shit, bruh. So he was beating motherfuckers up in the trailer and they was doing all these crazy like special moves and shit. I was like, all right. So I went and go ahead and just ordered it online and I got it. And we're gonna talk about it, all right? So like I said, I have no real experience with the actual anime. I literally bought this game because I thought the game looked cool. From my understanding, and don't quote me on this, I think this is made by the same people who made the Yakuza series. So gameplay is a little bit similar. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise is a third-person action beat-em-up game. And you play as Kinsharo, or Kin for short, who is a master in some Japanese shit, Hoten cocktail or some shit. I don't know. Listen, bro. Basically, he's in the desert or whatever, doing his Assassin's Creed type shit, and then he stumbles upon this Lost Paradise, this hidden city, and basically it's under siege because everybody hating on it, like warring factions trying to take over, and I don't want to spoil too much, but basically it's just a big excuse to beat a motherfucker ass, basically. So the combat, it's fire. If you like beat 'em up games, you're gonna like this game. He got these super fast hands he be throwing at people, and he has like the Midas touch where he can heal people with his fingers, and then he can also freaking kill you by just touching you. He does all this crazy shit, and he has all these special moves, and it's complemented by this large skill tree. There's like 4 different like elements. There's a white, a green, a blue, and an orange. One is for like health, one is for combat, one is for like passive abilities, and I don't even remember what the last one was for. But each skill tree is humongous with a bunch of different abilities, and as you level up, you'll get more skill points, and you can spend them where you want to and unlock new abilities. And I'm telling you, bro, you be in the middle of combat, you be blowing a motherfucker head up and shit like that. You tap his shoulder blade just explode and shit. I mean, like I said, this is toxic masculinity, the video game. And what I love about it is it's one of those games where it's so bad it's good, in the sense like with the voice acting. The voice acting is very just like, Ken is just very, I don't know. He speaks like Batman, but I feel like, well, when I say Batman, I'm talking about from the Dark Knight with the Joker and shit. Hey, Joker, gonna get Joker. But I feel like he was purposely doing that. Like the guy who's like Ken, like I don't know if it's purpose or not, but it's so bad it's good. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. It's so bad it's good. That's what I'm trying to say. He's just like, he's my spirit animal, basically. He's like, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm better than you. And someone who likes to say that, I'm better than you. I'm like, yeah, I relate to Ken. I will say there are some inconsistencies with the voice acting, and like I said, it's so bad it's good. But what I mean by inconsistency is, like, during certain cutscenes there will be voice acting, and then during others there's none. I mean, that's cool for like the side missions, but like for the main missions there was some and then there wasn't, and it kind of threw me off. I didn't really know what to expect, and it made almost kind of weird to like stream. To be like, oh, does this have voice acting? Like, yeah, just in certain scenes or whatever. So I didn't really understand the decision behind that. It would have been nice to have more voice acting, because like I said, it was so bad it was good. I wanted to hear it. My favorite part about this game is the boss fights. The boss fights were fire. Oh my god, each one was unique. And each one challenged you and made you do something new. Like when you play basically minions, you can just spam the fucking attack buttons and just beat their ass. But with them, you had to time it correctly. You had to learn their patterns. And they did a lot of crazy and unique things. There was like one fight that really threw me off. That was like in first person at one point. I was like, I did not expect that. I was like, that is really dope. That is really different. One thing I will say about the combat is I felt like the dodge mechanic could be a little bit better. It was a little stiff, so a lot of times it was hard to dodge, and that sounds weird, like a stiff dodge, but it's one of those things like you have to fill it out to understand what I'm saying. You're just gonna have to take my word on that. Also, the lock-on feature could have been better. You can lock on to people, but it was kind of hard to switch between different characters. A lot of times what I would find myself doing is activating the rapid punch move and then flicking the analog stick and going to another person. It would have been nice to just easily just kind of transition from one person to another, because a lot of times in combat you'll get ganged up against a lot of people that look like a bootleg Nappa, and I think they're trying to figure out if my power level is over 9,000, but instead they just get their ass beat. But the story was interesting. I didn't really like the ending, but the story was interesting. And what I will say is this is one of those games like Attack on Titan when I played last year, Attack on Titan 2. Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise got me interested in the actual anime to where I want to actually go back and watch the show. And I think that's a sign of a good game. I'm not saying this is one of the best games of 2018. It's going to blow you away. But what I will say is that I had fun. It's something maybe put on your backlog. I would say get it when the price drops. There's a lot of content there. I mean, if you want to pick it up at full price, it's probably the price probably already dropped because they didn't really promote this game like that. It's probably like 20 or 30 bucks right now. I'm too lazy to look it up, but it's called Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. It's definitely worth playing if you're looking for something different, if you're into anime, and you just want to beat a motherfucker's ass. But yeah, that's just a few thoughts on Fist of the North Star. If you guys check it out, cool. If you don't, cool. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know why y'all listen to me. Moving on to the life section of the podcast.
And thanks for watching my video. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you'll never miss another video. Also, consider pledging my Patreon. It helps keep the lights on. There's a link in the description box below. Peace.